gamer grade.
What is up guys, as usual it's Jay, and in this video I'll be teaching you the most effective skill based method to easily beat the resurrected Guardian Ape and his female mate located in the Ashina Depths region. If that sounds good to you, then make sure to punch that thumbs up real good. The quickest, safest and best way to reach the apes is from the hidden forest idol. There's only a couple of enemies between the idol and the apes, which you can simply run past, making retries quick and easy. Starting the battle from the forest side will allow you to get a surprise drop on the ape, allowing you to deal anywhere up to 13 free hits before the battle begins. If you can land 8 hits before he reacts, he'll usually stun, opening a window for further damage. This battle has 2 phases, with 1 death blow per phase. The most helpful prosthetics you'll need to follow this guide are the loaded umbrella and the shinobi firecracker. The loaded spear is handy, but is completely optional, since most, if not all your spirit emblems will be used utilising the umbrella and firecracker. The double Ichimonji combat art can essentially replace the loaded spear, as it not only deals a huge amount of posture damage, but doesn't require any spirit emblems to use. So make sure to have this combat art slotted and ready for action. Stocking up on pacifying agent is also a wise idea, to remove and reduce any terror that's inflicted by the Guardian Ape's terrifying scream. It's also recommended to have your vitality at level 15 and attack power at level 6. Vitality and posture is increased by using prayer beads, and attack power is increased by confronting memories by defeating powerful bosses like this ape. In this second encounter, the Guardian Ape will perform the exact same moves he performs in phase 2 of the first encounter, after you sever his head. For a full detailed reminder of how to deal with the Headless Ape's entire repertoire of attacks, make sure to check out my video on the first encounter, which I'll link in the description. As a quick reminder, you want to use the umbrella to block all damage from the terrifying scream, or simply sprint out of range if you're not too close. You want to jump the perilous leaping sword sweep as soon as you see the red kanji symbol appear at the top of his leap. And you want to perfectly deflect his giant overhead slam so he slumps forward for a few seconds, allowing you to perform 2 double Ichimonji combat arts, dealing massive posture damage in the process. You could also use the loaded spear to once again hook the parasite, but it's best to save the spirit emblems for deploying the umbrella and firecracker. It's also worth noting, in this second encounter, he'll automatically perform the giant overhead slam, after performing the perilous leaping sword sweep or one of his multiple hit combos. So make sure to anticipate the slam after one of these moves, to set up the deflect and Ichimonji double. He's also around 15% weaker compared to his first encounter, so it shouldn't take too long before dealing the first death blow. After phase 1, the Guardian Ape retreats to the back of the cave and cries out to call in his female mate, who drops down from a hole in the ceiling. She's much weaker than the male, but still very dangerous, so back off and keep your distance, while remaining locked on to the Guardian Ape, who's still the main aggressor. Sprinting around near the edges of the cave in a large circle will give you plenty of room to maneuver away from any potentially lethal attacks coming your way. The goal is to take out the female first, so you can then concentrate on taking down the Guardian Ape without distraction. The female will stay close to her companion and remain passive until he attacks with either a sliding slash on his stomach, a perilous leaping sword sweep, or a terrifying scream. She'll move in quickly to defend him, while he's still recovering from any of these moves. So make sure to sprint away rather than following up with the usual counters as before. The female ape will then go back to being passive until the Guardian Ape performs these moves again. The trick is to try and bait the Guardian Ape to perform a terrifying scream, and then sprint away out of range. After a terrifying scream, the female ape will automatically come running towards you and perform a 5-hit brutal combo. During this combo, the Guardian Ape seems to remain passive for an extended time, allowing you to reel off 5 firecrackers in quick succession, which breaks the female's posture, allowing you to remove her from the battle with a single death blow. As soon as you notice the Guardian hold his severed head to his mutilated neck, and the red kanji symbol appears, sprint away just out of range. As soon as you reach safe distance, lock onto the female ape to keep track of her by flicking the right stick in her direction. Just before she attacks you with the first hit of her 5-hit combo, let loose with 5 firecrackers in quick succession. Keep an eye on her posture bar and notice when it maxes out, breaking her posture, which is also indicated by her flinching backwards and dropping to the floor. At this point, stop spamming the firecrackers to save the spirit emblems for the umbrella, and quickly move in for the death blow. If you're having trouble triggering the terrifying scream, try deflecting some of his attacks, then quickly sprinting away to safety. Triggering the terrifying scream just once is all you need to quickly take down the female ape. Once she's gone, you can quickly and easily take down the Guardian Ape unhindered. Remember, if you're low on spirit emblems, use the Ichimonji double twice in a row, every time he slumps forward on the floor after deflecting his giant overhead slam. The rewards for defeating this boss are 2 prayer beads, the Headless Ape memory, as well as the blood smoke ninjutsu technique.